I've got it here going and recording. So hello everybody. Today I'm super excited about a new release at Simon Says Stamp. I have a special guest with me. I'll introduce here in just a second. But this release was probably one of the most fun I've ever had playing with, and you'll probably understand why in a minute when I introduce the person who designed it, or most of them. There's a couple items that weren't, but here is the person who designed most of this release. This is my oldest daughter, Katie. She just graduated this spring with a graphic design degree, and part of the end of her degree was an internship with Simon Says. And she designed a whole bunch of fun sets for the Rainbow Splash, and there's a fun new Rainbow Splash release today. So I'll let her kind of tell you a little bit about the sets that she designed. And then we have some cards to show you. We'll give you a close-up of all of the ones that she designed, and kind of work our way through it. So I keep forgetting to look at the camera and I'm looking over at my laptop. So excuse me, I'm used to doing it live and looking for comments, and this is pre-recorded, so you can just ignore that. So, all right, Katie.
All right. So as my mom said, I designed these for the internship for Simon Says Stamp earlier this spring. I had a lot of fun coming up with these ones. Great experience, and a lot of the designs actually came from some previous ideas I had before I started the internship, so I'll kind of explain that a little bit when I'm showing those. So yeah.
But we can switch the camera in and show. One quick note too, these are all part of the Rainbow Splash line at Simon Says.
Yes.
Which are designed, they're smaller, simpler, a little more expensive.
Yep. For starting out, it's nice and easy. It's very simple, straightforward.
Yeah, good for starting crafters, but also there's a lot of things you can do with them even beyond that. So I had a lot of fun playing with them too. So I'm excited to show you some of those cards. But let me switch the camera around and then I'll let Katie start with the first set there that she designed. So
okay, so this is the very first one I did. This is Enchanted Blooms. As you can see there, it's got a lot of fun.
This too, then you can hold up with that backing on it.
Yeah, so as you can see, it has a lot of fun kind of enchanting fantasy elements there, kind of some sparkles, some greenery. This main stem piece here, I had actually sketched out most of the design, like I was just saying a second ago, before I started my internship. So when I started, I had a bit of free reign, and I loved this design because florals are just some of my favorite, and you can never go wrong with flowers. I mean, and then a couple of sparkles there. I really love how you can do a lot of different things with this set. There's yeah, some smaller elements here. You can kind of build your own design, or if you just want to stick with this main stem here, and then of course all the sentiments. I tried to keep them a little bit separated here so you had a little more flexibility with what you wanted to say on your cards. So that is Enchanted Blooms.
I love how dainty the script is on those.
Yes, that one just kind of fit the enchanted vibe quite a bit, I felt like. So yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do this set.
Yep. And then of course there's that fun coordinated die for the main image.
Yeah, it makes it real easy to cut that out. It's nice and dainty.
Yeah.
So it's pretty perfect there.
Okay, before I show you the cards, because the cards also use another item first, so you want to show that other, the next thing in the stack there, because that's also part of this release.
Okay, so this...
They don't specifically coordinate, but they work really well together.
Yeah, they can go together. So this is the Scandi Floral Stencil. It's the first stencil I made. Let me try to get it out of here.
I have it on my packaging.
So as you can see, that's kind of what it looks like here. It's very Scandinavian inspired. I've always loved that geometric, and then I was kind of going again for that floral greenery. I guess I had that kind of going with this set, but as you can see, it's really fun. You can just add it as like a texture if you just want it as a background. A lot of different,
and I think it's 4x4. You can see the size. Yes. This is an A2 panel of colored cardstock that we've got it on. So
yeah, so it's a
I was gonna say it's pretty easy if you want to like piece together. Like you can do this up here, and then you can finish off the design, and it'll match up or kind of portion it out. So I'll show you my cards.
Keep it small, or if you want to just build that design further out, you can totally do that. So okay, so that is.
So let me show you a couple cards I made using both of these items. I'm gonna kind of set them aside here, so that they're kind of sitting in camera there real quick still. But first off, I used just that main big bloom on this card. I'm going to be using these a lot more, but I was kind of slammed on short time and trying to, middle of STAMPtember and lots of things going on, and I wanted to use all the sets, so I kind of blew through. But if you look close on that one, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but the background, I used that fun stencil that she showed you, just with white embossing paste on a white card base. So it's kind of just a fun, really subtle texture. And then I heat embossed that in clear and ink blended some of the rainbow splash, the really bright, fun colors that go. So there's just the colors I used on that. Figured I could pull those out and show those to you real quick too. And then see how beautifully those dainty sentiments stamp. Like, they're so itty bitty, but they just stamp crisp and clear. And so that's that first one. So that just uses the one bloom and then the sentiments. And then another one, same idea. I heat embossed and did this, only this one I did these colors. Again, just sticking with the rainbow splash there. Just a quick peek there. But this one on the background, I did use that stencil again, but this time I just put it in the different corners and just blended kind of more roughly over the edge. So you got a little bit of the texture and it filled the card. So that's another way to use those small stencils. Then of course you've got your sentiment, and then I stamped a whole bunch of those fun sparkles. I love how some of them are solid and some of them are open, or that little one that has a mix of both. But I can't wait to play with some of the other little elements and everything too. Do you still have in here? I know Katie started watercoloring. Did you put that somewhere else? I know she's not done. So once she finishes, we're gonna rope her into card making too. Maybe we'll see. We're gonna give it a try. So all right. Then the next sets are all, there's 5 more, and they're all sport themed. As you can maybe show them all, and then we can go through specifically. But we started with 5 different. She started. I say we.
I mean, you give me some input. That counts.
It really wasn't a full group effort. Here, let's slide them up a little just because the camera. There we go.
There we go.
Although now I've got a reflection on it. There we go. Close enough. They're all in their package. So, all right.
Okay. So I guess
so these were just like, I imagine there might be more down the road, but for now, these were the 5 that we started with.
Yes. So originally, all of these were just going to be one stamp set, and then I realized I wanted to add a lot more to it, and we decided to split it up into some smaller ones. Oh yeah, thank you. This is my first time doing this kind of thing.
It's okay.
So I'm learning.
The camera's kind of on set focus, so if you don't go too close, it'll get blurry. Okay. So yeah, there we go.
That's okay. First step.
I didn't warn her on that.
Yeah, so you got this laurel greenery that you can add trophy, tennis, little swoosh here, tennis ball, of course, and then a couple sets here. I love the thanks for always rallying behind me. I thought that was kind of cute.
They're all great, funny sentiments.
Oh yeah, lots of funs. Yeah. So that's the tennis one, and then here is the stencil that goes with that one. Okay,
first of all, just look at how itty bitty and cute that is.
Yeah, it's
here we can grab that cardstock and just
put it on there again too.
That'll
so you can see it a little bit better.
That might show it a little.
It's probably a little bit. There we go. But yeah, this is tiny. Yep. So you can fill in the greenery, tennis ball, the handle there, the trophy, some different elements there, which makes it a lot easier than having to color in each individual piece. So.
And with how close they are together, you can quickly grab like just some kind of masking tape, or the other thing too is you could stamp and die cut them and use like a grip mat or sticking mat to blend them into. Let you finish. So you've got that, and then of course there's coordinating dies that are detabbed. For those of us who are crafters, Katie's probably like, what?
I'm still learning the terms, but here's the dies for this tennis set here.
And then I'll just give you the card and let you show kind of what it looks like in action. I stamped and stenciled everything that could be.
Okay, so this is the card that my mom made here. As you can see, there's a lot of different ways you can put these all together. I think she got almost the whole set on here too.
I think every single one of these,
impressive.
I used, I think everything on every single set and put it on
the card. So you can combine it all. You can do it like just little bits and pieces here, so you can see there's a lot of different options you can do, but
Make really cute,
this
like
one's
little
cute.
note cards or thank you cards or anything like that.
So yeah, so that's one way you can lay it out. See there? Okay.
All right, so then you want to grab the next set there. I'll put these away for you. I can do the cleanup and let you just pull the whole stack out, and then that'll make it nice and easy to.
Okay.
Beautiful. Okay.
Okay, so this is the soccer one. You can get a little bit of a view of that. Yeah, so you've got the soccer ball, flag there, the net, another swoosh, so then you get that little action shot if you want to. I mean, you can leave it on or off. And then a couple sentiments here. You're a keeper, more of those puns. Thanks for always having my back. Then a little bit different, there are goals. So that's,
I guess I didn't use every single sentiment on every set, but pretty close. I just realized I was like, I guess I didn't use everything, but most of them.
But pretty good to fit everything on there.
And then there's
and then all these have coordinating stencils and dies. So this is
that goals does not coordinate with the stamp though. That's just a whole separate.
Yes, that that's a separate thing if you just want to get that stencil look. So there's the soccer ball, and then for the flags too, if you want to get a little bit different colors, or if you want to keep it all the same, but it makes it a little easier to get that color that you want in there.
Okay. And then of course, as always.
Okay, and then here's the dies.
And then here, I'll hand you the card and I'll let you you can kind of leave that sitting there, and then here's the card using, so it kind of shows.
All right, so here's the soccer one. Yeah, once again, lots of the different elements on that stamp. I mean, not every single sentiment, but yeah, really fun. Got the soccer ball in motion, and then some color there. So there's the soccer one.
I had so much fun making this set, you guys. All right, I'll clean this one up again and then let you show us the next one. Okay.
Okay, so next we have basketball. Oh, let me pull all this out at once. That way we can see it a little bit better.
Got my little organization system going, so.
Smart. Okay, so basketball here. Got the hoop, the basketball, another swoosh. Lots of stars. I just felt like this one, the stars would fit really well. And of course with the sentiment here, shoot for the stars. Hope your day is a slam dunk. I've seriously had so much fun with those puns.
I think this card might be my favorite of all of them too, so.
Okay, so then we'll go to, here's the stencil. This gets the back of the hoop, the basketball, and then that little inside part here as well, so you can kind of color those in.
One or the other or both.
Yeah. And then, of course, here are the dies. So you can cut out the hoop, some of the stars, and basketball, and then the swoosh there.
All right, and then here's that one.
So this one's super fun. I love this one. I mean, all of them are pretty awesome, but
something about just the layout of this one. I don't know. This one just made me really happy. The whole.
I mean, you really do get that action here from the.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Cute.
So that one's the basketball.
All right, and then I'll grab these again.
Two more.
We're almost done.
Almost there. Okay, so then here is football.
And it's kind of football season right now, isn't it? So
it is, yeah. This is a.
I'm not a sports person, guys, so I apologize.
Okay, honestly, I'm not a sports person either, so I kind of surprised myself, right? So I was trying to think, what are some people that I know? What would they love? So here you got your helmet, your football, of course, game plan, number one, bunch of different fun sentiments as well. Okay, and then here is the stencil. So this one here, you can kind of split the football. You can get two different tones if you kind of want a bit more of a 3D look. The rest here is for that helmet too. Once again, just making it a little bit easier to color that in.
And of course, the stencils are like your one option, but you can do these with watercolors or markers or whatever too. So
oh yeah, there's
heat
definitely a lot of
emboss on
things you
colored
can do.
cardstock, you know.
And then of course here are the stencils.
And then here's our, let's just slide those over there so they're kind of
Okay,
in the center.
and then here is the football card.
You can kind of see on that football how you can do the two tones, which kind of gives it that dimensional look.
Yep.
I love that.
Yeah, and you can do, I'm seeing lots of just black and white, or you can add color.
Yeah.
I
tried on these just to only add color to the part with the stencils so you could see what it looked like without having to do any coloring, but I mean, those would be super easy, just Copic markers. Or again, like heat embossing that in white on any colored cardstock to coordinate would be super cute and simple too. So
exactly.
love that idea. Okay.
Okay, and then we have our last one here.
All right. Last but not least.
Last but not least. Okay, so this one is baseball. Okay, we've got our back here, baseball, a flag, and then a little burst, kind of like right after you hit the ball there. And then some fun sentiments as well.
The funny ones on that. I also love that I told her that one, the birthday wishes, that one can be mixed and matched with so many of the others with the secondary sentiments.
Yes.
So that one's kind of a good central one that, and it was a good one to put it on the, All-American baseball, right?
Exactly. And there's a couple different sentiments from the others too that you can kind of mix and match that aren't specific to that sport. So
yeah, that's true.
Okay, and then thank you. Okay, so here's the stencil. So you can do the burst, the bat, of course. Then you've got the flag, and then the ball too if you want to add your own color just for fun. Okay, and then we've got the dies here.
All those elements out.
All right.
Oops. And then here, I'll just give you the card there. Okay. I'll fix these in the background. There you go.
Okay. And then here is the last one for baseball. So like she was just saying too, birthday wishes, you could use that in any of these and they kind of coordinate all together. So
yeah,
a lot of fun ways you can do that. Like you can make that burst a different color if you want to. Why not?
Yeah. And you can put it, like the ball fits really well right in the middle of it. I just kind of wanted it spread out so you could see everything on there really well. And then that banner, you could make a whole little row of banners and with the stencils, custom color it to whatever you want.
Exactly.
On string. I just went kind of simple because I was trying to make a lot in a hurry, but here we go.
All right, so
all right, let's grab, I'm just gonna like package all these up and let's kind of just slide them all out together there. Oops. There you go. I'll let you just kind of lay them all out one last time. And then stack up on top. And that gives you the whole set all together. And then of course there's the floral set. Let's put those on the bottom.
And then I apologize if I said Scandi Floral. It's actually Scandi Flora.
Oh,
I should know the names, but
it's been a while. What was that? April?
Yeah, it's been since like April, so
yeah,
that would be why.
Okay, let's
just so I don't confuse anybody.
And then, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. So
thank you too to Simon Says Stamp. This was so much fun to make, and I hope you all enjoy.
Turn the camera back around so we can say goodbye. And thank you, Katie. I totally roped her in on this so that we could do this together and have it all ready to post when these release. And I am so excited to keep playing more with these. And I can't tell you just how exciting it was that moment of when the mail came and I opened. I was like, they're here. We didn't know they were coming. So it was like the best mail surprise day ever. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and we'll get back to you and answer those. If you want Simon to do any more sports that you specifically have in mind, leave those in the comments too. And we can always pass those on and put a little bug in and maybe see if we could get more of those on the roster. I know Leah, my friend Leah, requested cheerleading. So that might be a fun one to do on there. So anyone that has more ideas, let us know.
Yeah, I'd love some more ideas there because there's so many more than just these, but yeah.
All right. Well, thank you
Yeah.
everyone for joining us. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again soon.